Everybody talking about vaccines, Evan, and when we're going to get them. And I keep looking at the stat that says the U.S. is sitting on 20 million AstraZeneca doses that they are not even thinking about using at this time. It's not even approved in the U.S. Why isn't Canada tapping into that potential stream?
Oh, they're knocking on the door. They're just not allowed in. The U.S. shipped 1.5 million as some great act of gratitude. But remember, we've ordered 20 million of those. The U.S. isn't using them. We've paid for them. They're sitting in a warehouse. They've got an expiry date on them. It is almost unconscionable that 20 million vaccines, while people are dying and hospitals are being overrun, and we can talk about Ontario in a minute, it is literally unconscionable that truckloads of those vaccines could come from the United States, be here within 48 hours, and be in people's arms within 3 days in the midst of what could be overwhelming third wave. We paid for those. They're not being used. They're sitting there. No one understands that. It is an act of vaccine nationalism that is underplayed. We are not giving that enough attention. I've spoken to Anita Anand, the procurement minister. She said she is talking to the United States. I've spoken to the Canadian ambassador to the United States. She's speaking to. They are not being released. So while Canadians were grateful to get that 1.5 million doses, there are 18.5 other million doses that Canada could use. Not tomorrow, yesterday, because we have a desperate situation on our hands, as you've just spoken about, Jen, with the third wave.
Well, and I want to talk about those modeling numbers in a moment, and I hate to keep harping on this, Evan, but I still can't get my head around the fact that there's been no movement from the U.S. on this. I get vaccine nationalism, but they are far and away ahead of anybody when it comes to vaccines in the world. And again, it's not like we're asking for vaccines that they're in play for Americans. This is AstraZeneca, and there's even some concern that if they got to Canada, they wouldn't. Some people don't want them, but that's sort of beside the point at this time when we look at this modeling data.
Well, first of all, we should just say Public Health of Canada says take the vaccine and take AstraZeneca, especially because whatever blood clot risks have been associated with this rare blood clot, the risks of this a blood clot from COVID and the other risks of COVID significantly outweigh this. The risk-reward is not even close. And I appreciate there's a level of concern about it, but this risk of the blood clot is so much lower statistically than the risk of getting seriously ill and dying from COVID. So every doctor says take the AstraZeneca. So you're right. The situation is baffling. It's heartbreaking. And frankly, it's probably costing people's lives. The other thing that Anita Anand said, the delays of Moderna are wreaking havoc on the distribution as well. The good news that Canada's got, to be candid, is that we did buy a large portfolio of vaccines. I'm not talking about they've come slowly, and that's another political issue. But, if we had put all our eggs in the AstraZeneca basket, there's hesitancy issues. If we put all our eggs in the Moderna basket, Moderna is a wonderful vaccine, but just doesn't arrive. It's like that friend you want to help move, but he never shows up to help you move the boxes. The workhorse has been Pfizer. They've been on time after that one small delay, and they are coming quickly. And of course, Johnson & Johnson has not even shown up to the party yet, and it comes with some asterisks on it, also related to the blood clot. Again, I'm sure Health Canada will deal with that. But, you're right, Jen. AstraZeneca is sitting in a warehouse. The U.S. doesn't want it. We do.